I'm currently a third year from Chicago, Illinois, majoring in real estate and urban analysis, and I am currently the treasurer of the Black Student Association. I'm hoping that this presentation will be very clear and concise and let you know like my future aspirations for like the Black Student Association. As you can see, I put a picture up of our current president, Mr. Barack Obama. And I don't know Barack, but I feel like I'll be just as good of a president for the Black Student Association as he is for the United States, is what I believe. I'm ready to lead a team that I've been on for like 2+ years, and I feel like taking the president's position will be my rightful place and like responsibility. But it would be best if I showed you like the skills that I've attained while being on BSA. Okay, one skill that I've attained is professionalism. Being in BSA, you interact with multiple professionals and you place yourself in professional environments at like all times. So I can say that BSA has taught me business etiquette and professional behavior along with how to communicate efficiently and professionally while at the same time learning how to dress. To emphasize on communication, I can say that we learned how to communicate effectively with our e-board via email and GroupMe, reaching out for support from other student organizations in an efficient manner, and also how to speak with student organizations in terms of collaboration and cooperation. Another skill that I've attained while being on BSA is presentation skills. I'm not sure if this suffices, but I will say that being on stage at multiple BSA events has given me the opportunity to hone my speaking skills, and at the same time, it helps with answering questions concisely, effectively, and also bulletins and presentations such as this one. One community service initiative that I as the treasurer got into on BSA's behalf was Buckeye-Con, and I hope that if I do become president that we will become one of the most recognized organizations in terms of raising money for Buckeye-Con starting in like August or whenever you know. Another skill that I've attained is event planning. That's an unavoidable skill that almost everyone on the e-board has a chance to attain, because we all lead different events, and that gives us a skill like that we can use for the future. And especially if everyone has a skill and we can know how to do each event better and better like each year. Creating the leaders of tomorrow is something that I specifically like to do. And I like to act as a resource to these like gentlemen and other men on the other like people on the e-board. Act as a resource, acknowledge them for their accomplishments, and also give them constructive criticism on like the events that they plan and how they could possibly do better as leaders, things like that. BSA is a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, and there's no way to avoid being on a team. This was us last year planning for the semester, and you need a team in order to circulate creative ideas. No one person can do everything by themselves. Teamwork used to be one of my weaknesses, and now it's one of my greatest strengths. An example of how our teamwork was effective was our first BSA barbecue. It took a lot. It took a lot for us to plan this, and this is a prime example of how like our teamwork became effective, because this is one of our heavily populated events at the beginning of the year. Organization management, I'll say I'm a part of 2 executive boards for a 3D urban dance team, and one thing that I can see is the difference in management between teams. So you have BSA who's basically who's mostly events, and you have 3D who's mostly entertaining. So I've learned to balance the two and how to manage each one while at the same time not trying to like overlap. Another example of our executive board at the beginning of the year, it began with 5 and then we went to 10. This is just to prove that size doesn't matter. It's about the quality of the leadership at the end of the day that does matter. And I feel like as president, I would be able to provide that good quality. One event that I took that I feel that I took a lot of initiative on was the karaoke night that happened last week when we didn't have an idea for an event. Karaoke night popped up, and within, I'd say 3 days, I had the information. Thank you, Quante, again. I had the information for the karaoke guy, and it became a great event, along with the help of the other executive board members. In terms of conflict resolution, a lot of conflict starts with miscommunication among e-board members, and I have learned with being on 2 teams how to effectively like resolve conflict like quickly and concisely by taking 3 steps. The first step is to speak openly and not aggressively. Even with me being as aggressive as I am, when there's a conflict, I like to make sure that all information is like presented clearly. And in order to do that, it can't be like intimidating. Actively listening is another part of conflict resolution, because if you don't listen, then how can you possibly patch the holes in the problem? And then you have resolving the problem, and that's where it comes in. Managing relationships, BSA works with a lot of student organizations, and we just have to make sure that each one is treated equally and has an equal chance to participate with BSA, and we communicate that effectively and properly. My aspirations as president would be to make a greater impact on the Ohio State community, simply because we've done a great job within the last 2 years, and I just want to keep the momentum going. And I also want to be recognized as one of the like most outstanding student organizations, and also someone that helps heavily with Buckeye Line. And last but not least, I want BSA to grow as it has been growing exponentially throughout like the last 2 years. I couldn't even compare this year to my freshman year, because this year was so much better. And I just want next year to be even better than this year was. So I say, why stop now? Like, as president, I just want to keep the growth going. And I do believe that is all. Thank you all for your time, and I hope that I give you a good reason to choose me as president of the Black Student Association.